Hi, I'm Tammy.
And I'm Greg, and you're watching Chock Full of Quarters. Join us each week to watch us collect quarters from our laundromat.
And see how much money we make. We also give tips on buying, owning, and running a laundromat. And to answer that question that everybody wants to know.
Does a laundromat make money?
Make sure you watch for the code word in the video and enter it into the comment section for your chance to win this coffee can full of quarters. You must be a subscriber.
So hit that subscribe button, press the like button, it really helps the channel, and don't forget the notification bell so you can be notified of future videos.
Let's get collecting. While Greg's doing that, we're gonna come over here, we're gonna collect the vending machine. Oh my goodness, we are out of Coke. He just filled that up too. I also ended up, we're gonna start doing a little bit, I'm gonna start doing, tracking some of my inventory. So when I had filled this up, I had actually put 50 cans in. And the reason why is because I'm not, I think, oh my goodness, we're out of Coke, almost Coke Zero too. I'm thinking we might have somebody who might be able to have hacked our machine. Because I think my soda numbers are just a tiny bit too low for what we're selling. So let's see. Uh-oh. Hold on. Let me look up in here if I can see what's going on. Just a little, see this little thing right here? It just feels a little loose. Just a little loose. Oh, there's quite a bit of dollars in here. Let's... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's nice. Remember we were only getting 4? Let's take a look at our wonderful, oh, it's turned sideways. And there's a few coins in here. I do like though that if they don't get in the box, they get stuck in the back and not fall forward. So, oh, this is quite heavy. So let's do this. That is actually quite good. So there's probably also another reason it's good is how many collections is this? We're over a couple of days. We had some stuff going on. It's not 7 days. What, 9? We're collecting on day 9 or day 8?
This will be day 9.
Okay, so this is
an abnormally high collection.
Yes, because it is. Because we had just so much stuff going on. How many times have you had to collect this week?
I've actually had to pull from the machines. I did basically a full collection the other night, so twice.
Twice? Okay.
Once from the big machines and once from pretty much everything.
Okay.
Because we went over a few days. So,
okay.
Anyway.
Well, let's get this collection started. Did you already empty these ones?
I emptied everything the other night.
Oh, okay.
So it's
okay.
not going to look great, but...
Okay. So what we're going to talk about tonight is, so we've been talking about, let's see, getting some dryers. So actually, before you do that next box, Greg, so I want to turn around and I want to show you something. So here's number 1. Oh, what happened to number 2? Where did number 2 go? It went to the scrapyard. This is number 15 dryer that came from down from the 15 slot, and it was moved to number 2, and I can prove that we just didn't change the stickers. Look at the big gouge in the floor from when we pulled out one of the dryers, and it actually comes all the way out here. And there's another one. I don't know if you can see that one. But so yeah, so number 15 has been moved to here, and number 16 is actually in the number 11 spot, and we'll show you that one after. So what we're going to be talking about is, go ahead and go do that box, Greg, is, so we're going to be buying, we're on the hunt, and I'm waiting to hear back from a dealer, 3 hips stack dryers, 30-pound dryers. And here's where they're gonna go. They're gonna go in 5 and 6. These two are gonna come out, and these will also go to the scrapyard, but we're gonna put 2 stack dryers here. And so we're gonna talk about how it is we're gonna pay for them, because we had already told you that we have been trying to get some funding to do dryers, and it's just not happening. So, what we're doing is we had found out about a month ago that with the CARES Act that they did back in April or May, that one of the things that they implemented in the CARES Act was that you could withdraw money from your 401k without a penalty. And not only do you get to withdraw from your 401k without a penalty, you have 3 years to pay the tax on it. And it gets split up in equal amounts, I guess, from the way I understood it. So you've got 3 years to pay the tax on that income or that money that you take out. And you get to, well, okay, and you also have 3 years to put it back, if you want to put it back. So when Greg said to me, because we have some things that we want to do here, he said, I want to take it out of my 401k. Well, I just about lost it, because we had cleaned out our 401ks before, and I was like, no, we're not doing that. But then Greg said to me,
I had the
this.
said, when you invest in your 401k, for those of you who aren't into investing, you're investing in the stock market, which means somebody else's business you're hoping does well, like Amazon or Coke or Microsoft. You want them to do well so their stock goes up so you make money. All I'm doing is taking my money and investing it in this business that I happen to own. And I'm investing in this, hopefully something that will, over the long term, make us money every year.
yes. So
This is the value of the business, and then when we go to sell, it makes us a lot of money.
and it's basically, like, what did you say to me? It's like taking a, it's like getting an interest-free loan. Is that what you said?
In this case, it's like, yeah, well, if you choose to put the money back, if we take the money out now, we have 3 years to put it back, which means the taxes, Tammy was just talking about, you don't have to pay if you put it back. You got to use the money now, and then because we're in this national kind of emergency, or whatever we want to call it, you can put it back, and I look at that as like an interest-free loan.
Yeah.
Because if you just took it out and put it, quote unquote, put it back or paid it back or whatever you want to call it, you're going to pay interest on that. If you did that with a credit card, you're going to pay 24%.
So when he made that argument, I was like, okay, I was, at that point, I was totally on board, because that made sense to me. I mean, it really made sense. And for what we're going to be doing, us paying it back, I think, is really not going to be that hard. And so, now remember, we are not accountants, we are not tax experts, and we also do not work for the IRS.
Yes.
So, I got all of my information from the IRS website, so you can go there and you can read about the CARES Act and your 401ks. The only condition that they said was that it had to be COVID related, okay? Now, here's how, and I guess they're pretty lenient about what your explanation is, and here's what our explanation is, and it's true. If COVID hadn't happened, we probably would have been able to get traditional funding to do what we wanted to do. And also, because of COVID, and because I have pre-existing conditions, I'm not here. I am very rarely here now. I come down once a week, and if that.
She's only here when you guys see her here. Really.
Yeah, it really is.
She was here quite often.
Yeah. So, and because of that, Greg's had to kind of pick up some of the slack here. We've had to pay, we've had to have our employee pick up extra hours and stuff like that. So, and it was to help improve and keep our business going. So that's what it's going to be. So that's how we're going to be doing. So our third stack dryer is going to go here. So if you remember, this dryer is completely trashed because of when they did the roof, they dropped something on it. We don't know what, but there's
Something we can't figure out.
we can't figure out. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna, like I did, so one of the other things that we're gonna be using the money for is we are in the process of getting bids from a what is it, a body shop? A body shop who's going to powder coat all of our dryers. And we're gonna, and I'll show you probably what the scheme's gonna be, but so when we took out the dryers yesterday, we took the panels off. We took off all the panels so that when they go to the first ones that are going to the body shop are the ones that we just took off, those dryers we sent to the scrap yard, so that we can have those done and then swap them out for the next ones. And then it's just gonna be this rotating of panels all the way to the end. So, and that's what's going on right now.
Those 2 panels, and every time we
Yeah.
get a new one, we can get
We should, yeah.
do them 2 at a time.
I'm hoping that we could, you know, I don't know how long it takes. Now, someone had talked about doing a DIY of doing the powder coat, and I actually watched some videos on it, and it's not that hard. The problem is baking it.
Yeah,
We have, these panels are too big to put into like, to buy like a cheap trashy oven from Craigslist. These panels are too big to put into an oven. There's no way that I can get this
Yeah.
panel here.
The part shop's gonna have
Yeah, the big oven.
heat lamp or an oven or whatever it is.
No, the big oven,
or
yeah.
Big oven
So,
for doing parts, car
Okay.
parts.
Greg, can you play?
We don't have that.
Yeah, we don't have that. So we're gonna get bids, and I'm hoping that the guy that's here in the neighborhood is gonna be the cheapest.
Yeah.
Because I would really like to do something with somebody in the neighborhood. So, but that's what our plan is. We have some other projects coming up. We have some pretty cool things that we're gonna do. We are actually, we're gonna we're talking about recovering our bulkheads. And I know people are gonna scream when I tell you what I'm about to do, where Greg's standing. We are going to, but it's something we're gonna do. We're gonna remove all these top loaders. They're all going, and we're putting tables in there. So, I know that's where machines should go, but I have no other room to put tables anywhere else in the laundromat but here. And it'll make more sense. I have a good idea for the tables. I'm actually really excited about them. But gotta cut that out. It'll make more sense here in a little bit when I explain with other stuff that we got going on. Wait, okay, I can't wait. I literally can't wait.
You wanna do this now?
Yeah, okay, hold on a second. Okay, we got something to tell you. We really do. We got something to tell you. So first, we're not copycats, Keenan. We are not copycats because this has been in the works for a couple weeks now. I kind of let it slip last video. This all right here, this machine, this wall, the sink, this is all going to disappear because we just bought, you ready for this? We just bought a brand new 80-pound hips washer. I had called I've been looking for a 75-pound compass control. Can't find one. Can't find one anywhere. And so I called down to this company down in North Carolina. And I asked, that's what I was looking for. And he's like, no, I don't. He's like, would you be interested in something else? And I was like, well, not really. But, okay, tell me what it is. You know, I thought he was going to tell me it was an IPSO or, you know, something, or Unimac or something like that, which I would have no interest in. But he did say, he's like, well, I have an 80-pound hips washer, and it's brand new, but I'm going to sell it to you at cost because it was purchased 2 years ago. It was an extra that they had purchased by accident. And they had it in the warehouse, and then other stuff got put in front of it, and it got lost behind all of this other inventory. And so the washer, the base, the install,
Yeah, he's giving us a real good deal.
is giving us a really good deal on this washer. Total
it's,
15, just a little under 15.
Just under 15.
Just under 15.
Which, that'd be the price of just the machine normally.
Yeah.
So basically, we're getting a free install and free base.
Yeah.
Basically.
So, yeah, so we're getting a really good deal on that. Follow me.
Yeah.
So this is going. We're going to pull this out, and I talked to them. They're Consolidated Laundry Systems in Raleigh, North Carolina, and they are going to let us video them bringing it in,
Yeah.
install all the install.
It's really cool.
The whole install. We've got a little bit of problems with our drain. I think our drain's going to be a little too high. We got to see if we can work something out, and they got to get the measurements redone, and we have to replumb back there because some guy came in here and did something with the plumbing and messed it up.
Early amateur.
Yeah.
I think.
So this is going to come out, and I'm also going to try. We're going to try something new. Instead of taking this to the scrapyard, I'm going to actually post this on eBay or Craigslist, and maybe even Facebook Marketplace. And here's why: I've never sold anything this big on eBay. Now they're only getting $100 for these on eBay because the shipping is pretty high. It's like $300 to $400. It's like $400 to $500. So, and if not, if I can't sell it, it will go to the scrapyard. But this is going. We're gonna raise this up. We're gonna build a little bit of an alcove. I do think I am gonna have the machine come out probably.
It's going to have to stick out a little bit further.
It's probably gonna come out
Not
a
much
foot further from this.
Yeah.
Just because they're not gonna be able to drill on top of these holes or anywhere near it. So, but I also don't want to use up all my room in the back. So this thing's a monster. I mean, it is a
At
monster.
80 pounds, and correct me if I'm wrong, Tammy, I think it will be, if not the biggest, at least tied for the biggest
Yes.
washer in Roanoke.
There's only one more.
I think.
There's only one more washer in town, and it's all the way across town.
Yeah.
It is diagonally across the city, and they have one, and theirs is a Maytag. And so theirs is 80 pounds. There is a Wascomat store that way. The guy who used to own this place had the other one. We had talked about that where it was a mile as the crow flies. And his is 75. The biggest machine he has is 75. So we're gonna I can probably still claim largest washer in the valley, or one of the largest washers in the valley. So
It's tied for it.
it's big, it's a monster. So right about here, I'm gonna post a picture of what it's gonna look like. It's just the stock photo. But we are super excited.
Yeah.
So this is why we are using the 401k. We're going to be taking the money for the dryers and for the washer, and also a little bit for some extra other projects that we have. So, God, I've been wanting to tell you all. I really have. I mean, he's been like, we should keep it a secret, and just one day, pop, it's there. Yeah, I'm not good with secrets. No, I would have never been good as a spy. So let's go back to this. So yeah, it's gonna be exciting.
Yeah.
Yep. I figured I was gonna tell you at the end, but I just couldn't wait. I just couldn't wait anymore. So, but yeah, so that's the big news. So this is all gonna be, now what I'm gonna do is, we think the machine is gonna come to like right about here. I have been looking for small hand sinks, and without a cabinet, and I have one that has like a plastic or possibly a stainless steel cover that goes around the piping. If I can't get my sink here, we will probably move it right here. I'll have to take down the kids' toys, and we will possibly put it right here, which isn't a big deal. Would I prefer to be next to the bathroom? Yes, but hey, I'm getting an 80-pound washer, and that's the main thing. Yeah, these are all pretty empty because he's already kind of collected. And is that bird poop? What is that on there? Or is that soap?
Could be soap. I think
We had a bird got caught in the laundromat
Yeah.
once, so whenever we see stuff like that, we're like, is that bird poop?
whenever you tried soap, it was like, that's good, that was like bird poop.
Yeah.
But, you know, nah, people drip soap and
Yeah.
stuff everywhere, so.
So now that I've told all the big secrets, I don't know what else to tell you. Trying to think.
I think the main thing for today is the cash in your 401k if you didn't know you could do that.
If you didn't know you could do that, so anybody who's looking, if you're buying a laundromat and you think that you might have,
Don't take out your 401k for something that's not gonna, I mean, if you have to do it because you have to, you're behind on the mortgage and they're gonna
Yeah.
kick you out, it's one, do what you gotta do. But don't just do it.
yeah, you need to.
something
Well,
frivolous.
again, if
You know, this is an invest, we're reinvesting it
Yes.
into something that's going to make money for our future.
yes,
Don't just take it out for something
Right.
willy-nilly. It's my financial advice.
yes. Well, no, the best thing you do is contact your accountant.
Yeah.
If you have a laundromat, you should have an accountant. If you're looking to get a laundromat, you should probably be looking to get an accountant. And using this money, you know, so we think from the numbers, when we get the 80-pound washer, we believe that, what was it, 3 turns a day?
If we can do 3, now, not that I anticipate doing this because some days are gonna be 1 turn, some days are gonna be 6
Right.
turns, or 7, or 8, or whatever. We're sorry to interrupt your regularly scheduled programming, but we want to bring you this important public service announcement from Chock Full of Quarters, the magnet. Remember, if you want the magnet that says, I don't want a job, I want to own a laundromat for free, only pay $1 shipping to the P.O. box coming across the screen now, or you can pay through PayPal with instructions also coming across the screen now. And now, back to your regularly scheduled programming.
Sorry, it just stopped. My camera stopped. Can you hold on one second? This feels awful hot. I don't know why. So, yeah, if
If
we,
my math was correct, for what we're paying for it, if we did 3 turns a day at the price we talked about charging,
which is
which is, I think,
$8.75 for cold, $9.25 for warm, and $9.75 for hot, and then the extra rinse and extra wash will each be 50 cents. So I think we had figured it out even at the $8.75 of cold.
At the lowest,
If everybody did cold, nobody ever used hot or warm ever.
yeah,
We would have it paid off in what, 12 months?
I think it would be a year if we did 3 turns a day at that.
So we could put all that back. We could put that part of it.
It would literally pay for itself in that time.
Yeah.
And that, I mean, and that means anything after that is pure,
Yeah.
is money in our pocket,
Yeah.
you know?
Because when we bought the big machine in the corner, the 55-pounder, that was paid off in a year and a half.
Yeah.
We paid that off in a year and a half. And,
Or it paid for itself.
I'm sorry, it paid for itself in a year and a half. Yeah, we didn't get it paid off because
Yeah.
we had,
There's a little longer actually paid off because we took some of that money
yeah.
and we spent it.
So, okay, so we're gonna do dryers. We're gonna do our normal, let's get through them, forward through them, and we'll see you at the other end. Okay, stop. We're gonna stop here for a minute because we're gonna show you something. So I'm gonna cover up the lens. Bam! It's in. So we have a little bit of work to do. Let me back up a little bit. Or Greg, you need to.
Sorry.
I need to be able to go up there. So okay, so here's what's going on. Let me see if I can get back here a little bit. So this is the opening. This is what was left from the dryers. We just put this board up here just because this happened Saturday morning.
Yeah,
He
we were
he
here.
called us Friday night at what, 9 o'clock?
Like, really late and said, I'll be there in the morning at 9. And we're like, and we were gonna say no,
Yeah.
because we want this in.
And yeah, so
we were like, all right, and I was gonna stay up and go down and do.
we were gonna collect Friday
That
night.
was our normal night to
Yeah.
collect. And we're like, change of plans.
Change of plans. And you know me, I'm the night owl, and so I had to take some melatonin. So hold on a second. Hold on a second. So we just had to board this up because this has just left a hole for the dryer. Now our guy, now listen, I've got a little bit of video of them taking dryers out and stuff. I don't have a lot of video, and here's why. My guy was not happy that I was videoing. He does not want to be on YouTube. He doesn't want to be covered with a censor box. He doesn't want his voice. And I promised him that I wouldn't do it. He's a super nice guy. He's just shy and doesn't want to be on TV. So, but he made a wonderful suggestion. He said, because show where the edge of the where that board is,
This
right there.
normally
Okay.
would have come to about here. This is the dryer would have come out and stopped it right around, I'm guessing, right around here.
Exactly.
So this whiteboard came to about here. And that was always here, and we had a little sign saying,
Who you were, welcome.
you know, and our phone number on in case you had a problem or whatever. But we took this out and we were like, had this big hole, and we knew we were gonna have to cover it up. We knew we were doing this. I thought we were just gonna cover it with ultimately buy a good sized board that actually fit.
And paint it.
Here and
That's what we thought too. Yep.
and use it eventually for whatever. But
Let me go over here.
our install guy, he
Made a great
he
suggestion.
made a great suggestion, because in order to get behind our dryers, you have to go all the way through that door and back around, and it's a big old pain in the butt to get back in there. So he says, y'all should just simply install a door right here.
Yep.
So we were like looking at each other like, you know, that's a really good idea.
Yep.
And so I'm going to be giving a call to a buddy of mine who does,
No, you're sergeant.
my old sergeant.
Old sergeant. Retired sergeant.
Yeah, he's retired, who does framing and drywall work.
Yep.
He's the one who built our kids' play area back here
Yep.
years ago. So I'm going to be giving him a call one day this week, have him come out.
Yep. Give us a quote to put a door in. Because now, because you know, we have a lot of, you know, we don't have much room in that little security room. So what we're going to do is, there is a lot of space. I wish it wasn't screwed in, but it is. There's a lot of space behind there. We can put our big shop vac. We can put some other things back there that won't be affected by anything that's back there, and we can just kind of push it off the side so we have, you know, air access. So now we got to do the trim.
The trim.
Yep.
Because what happened was we had this is 3-inch trim we have right here.
Yep.
And when I went to cut, I am not a carpenter.
It was a complete slant, and he had to recut it again. Yeah, it was crazy.
That was me.
Yeah.
Because
So this is Greg's work.
yeah, my buddy, he was doing us a favor, so I tried to get things done before he got here.
Yeah.
And I am not a carpenter, as I said. So that looks like crap because I don't know what I'm doing.
I'm waiting on Waskamat to send me. They're going to send me the new panel. They're going to send. I've ordered the drop. I have updates that I have to do to the computer board and our coin boxes. I haven't ordered the coin boxes yet because I believe we already have some.
We need to check.
We need to check first. So.
And what we might end up hopefully doing, if they fit, what I'd like to do, and I'm not sure they're the same size, is put the same coin boxes that we had in 15 and 16.
Those won't fit. I know they won't.
Okay, they won't.
Those were rectangle and these are square.
So, we'll
But
see what we can do.
so what we're gonna do? So here's the plan. So when we were getting the quotes, so you see this gray right here, okay, and this blue. So we're gonna paint all of our dryers that color, okay. So this will be gray. This panel will be blue, and this bottom panel will be gray. I have new these handle things, bumper things, whatever they are. I have some new ones that were also, and those are silver, which will it is what it is, but they'll look nice. Now, I am going to also talk about having these panels completely done in another color. I'm not really sure what color I'm going to do, but you see this blue? This is just basically the same as this blue. So we're also going to paint these too. So.
And eventually, I don't know if we're gonna, this might be a project down the road. These drops.
These are okay.
They work, they function for the most part.
They are.
But most calls we get, when we come down here, hey, I got a problem with your dryer. It wasn't the dryer didn't heat, it wasn't a mechanical problem inside the dryer. It was this, and we come in and find a knob like that, and this.
And I'm actually thinking about
jams.
getting
So-
all new. If we're gonna paint the dryers,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get all brand new drops. So
Tammy
yes,
wanted-
there'll still be the turn.
And it was Tammy's idea to have update these
Yeah.
with newer ones that are just newer. In this case, newer is better. So we don't.
We have very few problems with these machines.
Yeah.
Very rarely does an igniter go out. Sometimes the igniter cable will go. I've only had to replace one of the sparkers once in 12 years. It's okay. Okay, we're back. We ran out of storage or space. So this is what it looks like. So it's in, and it's quite exciting, and it does work. We actually turned it on. Both of them turned on. They heated up relatively quickly, and so we're just needing to.
Hooked up. The only thing we're waiting on is this and the boxes.
So I'm hoping.
Saving us money.
I'm hoping Waskmat hurry up and send me everything I need. But so this is our beautiful new dryer that we got at a bang up bargain price, and it's beautiful. I'm loving her, and I think my customers were. We had customers coming up to us like, "Can we use it? Can we use it?" And I'm like, "No, not yet. You know, I got to get the coin box," and they're like, "Oh," but they were excited. And
We were excited.
and I honestly, and again, in the video I said I really thought that this was going to be coming out. I really thought it was going to be out to here, but look at how much of this. What, maybe 1.5 inches, 2 inches. So, okay, let's finish this up so we can get it done. So. Okay, so we're gonna head back. So one of the nice things is that this dryer is now working because these 4 dryers are our best dryers. And it's nice that now 7 has a jam in it, which I gotta get out. This is actually working, I just gotta get the jam out. But it's gonna be nice that we actually have, other than 5 and 6, because we're getting new dryers, that now all of the dryers up to the big machine now work. I don't know if that went off or not. So the 660 is not revenue. We brought that from our actual quarters. Greg collected twice this week, 555 and 822. So, because there isn't a lot of quarters in that bucket. So, but because he collected twice. So let's.
Yeah, we're going to.
Oh, we're going to
2612.
2612. That's not much.
No.
So. I thought I saw silver. Okay, go ahead.
$482 plus
822 and 555.
$1859.
I have a look of shock on my face. Are you telling me that we did $1,800?
In washers, yes.
That's not true. Something's wrong. We've never done $1,800 or
Well,
more.
hang on, okay. I remind you, we have an extra. We usually collect on a Friday night, but because of everything that
That's
happened-
right. Okay.
Okay,
So let me wipe that look of shock off my face.
just remember, come Friday, what we'll do is we'll take whatever we do Friday, which is going to be a very low number.
Yes,
because
that's right.
We don't have this Saturday.
I
Sunday
totally
money.
forgot. You're right. Okay, so
We'll
it's
take the two and average amount. And
That's
go, okay, that's where the real number
yes.
comes from.
Okay, so what was it?
1859.
1850 even?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Right down the
That would be so sweet if that was like really
1928. Right down.
if that was someday we will do that.
Yeah.
That's right. I totally forgot that we waited 2 days. I got my hopes up and they were dashed. Oh, I know. I'm watching it. We're also looking for silver. Oh, nice. Right on the nose. So, that's what's going back into the hopper. That'll bring that to $1,200 in quarters. So what we have left over is the
Remaining.
we might have 660 plus. So we'll see. Let me tell you something. If these were truly 7-day numbers, I would be jumping around ecstatic. I really would be. That's just
Unfortunately.
Okay, soap's gonna be a little low this week because I just got my order in of Tide and all and fabric sheets and all that other stuff, and they did not send me my OxyClean. Hold on. They did not send our OxyClean. It's on back order. So this, well, actually, it maybe does look a little good. This is probably about 50 bucks, I think. So, oh, what is that? You got it, Greg?
49.37, yeah.
Okay, here we go. There goes soap. That was close. Not dead on, but close. Okay. Now vending, I know we already have $9 because I counted the ones already. So, and there was actually quite a bit in the vending. So, I still haven't found my box. So I went looking for it this week, and I haven't been able to find it. Good. I'm not seeing a whole lot of nickels and dimes. So this is all from the vending machine. You ready?
Yeah.
let me count up all the little stuff. Oh.
45, 75. How many coin did you say, or paper?
9. $1.65.
$1.65?
Yep.
Total $56.40.
Wow, that's actually really good. Well, maybe not. I'll have to go back and check.
No,
I've got
Vending, that's
to change out the battery because we're getting ready to die, and we'll come back with the total. Hold on. I'm gonna show everybody the number. So the total for these 9 days was $22.40, which is really good, and it kind of makes sense because now Friday morning when we got here, what was the number Friday morning? It was like 20. It was like 2,040, I think.
Hang on.
No, Saturday morning.
Saturday morning.
It was.
I saw it on my phone.
Because he did it first thing when we got here, even though there had been a couple people that had been in, but
2093, I think.
maybe. Okay.
I think that's
around 2093. So for Saturday and Sunday, it's a little low for Sunday, but that's about 6, almost 7. No, 6. Yeah. 6 and some change. So that kind of makes sense. Now, how much quarters are we bringing home? How much is in here?
That's $6.81.
Okay, so Greg put in $6.60 then, and we're going home with $6.81. So we picked up
Well, what I'm going to do?
$21.
Yes. Yeah.
We picked up $21. Hey, we picked up $21. We didn't lose 20. You know, we're not losing quarters. You know, somebody. Few
Well,
people.
losing them or gaining them.
Yeah,
so it
it's
matters.
slow, but we're still gaining it. But we still have a bucket. We still have $1,000 in quarters at home.
Yeah.
And so we're still good there. Okay, hold on, because I want to do a couple, we're going to talk about a few things before we go. Okay, so I got a lot to cover today. So I want to give everybody a quick update on one of our competitors that we had talked about that was closing. They have cleaned all the equipment out and they are closed. They are no longer a laundromat. So I believe that what we're starting to see in our increase is from them. I didn't think I was going to get all their customers. I really didn't, but I knew I was going to get some. Let's see. So
we'll take them.
Yes. I know everybody is wondering about an update on the Lorax. Again, it's coming. It's just, I'm just not there yet. I'm still having to. Hold on a second. I need to itch my nose. I got to get there. We're just still so busy, and we'll get there. I promise. I absolutely promise. So we're gonna do some shout outs, and I want to get back to doing my shout outs because I miss doing the shout outs. We've gotten away from a few of the things that we used to do, so we're gonna try to get back to them. So we're gonna do some shout outs today. So
Give a shout out to Max Lawson.
and I'm gonna give a shout out to Diane Kahn. And so we're gonna give a special shout out because something happened. Hold on a second. So we have increased our subscribership in the last 2 days. How much?
About 10 or 15
10 or 15 new subscribers. Now I know some of them aren't from what happened, but
a lot of them
probably are. So Greg made a phone call the other day.
Yeah. I was talking to my mother, whom we had not told my parents we were doing a YouTube channel. So they
We never told anybody. It was only Miranda.
Yeah, Miranda is the only family member who knows that we're doing this. Because we didn't want a million questions. We didn't know if it was going to be successful. I just didn't want to tell them just yet. So we decided on, I think it was on Friday, I made the call. Hey, I was like, okay, something I got to tell you guys. And we told them what was going on. And all of a sudden, you know, my mom decided to become a publicist and call all my aunts and cousins and all her friends. Oh, you have to go and subscribe. So I have to do a big shout out to Mom and Dad. Thank you.
Thank you.
And also, I even got a couple new subscribers, or my 2 nephews. Both of them, I should say, have their own YouTube channels, just of them playing games and you know, going out to have fun and with their friends, just filming it. And
So it might be a family thing.
yeah, maybe, I'm not sure. So
Yeah.
my little nephew, he's 7 and he has his own YouTube channel. I think that's amazing.
Yeah.
So, you know.
So thank you for all of that, and I want to give a shout out to a new subscriber. Okay, I hope I get this right. Francisco Albertini, just a brand new subscriber today, who we don't know.
Yeah.
But
I'm not related to.
Yeah. So thank you for subscribing. We really appreciate it. And so I feel like this is going to be like a telethon, because we are 100 and
We're at
106.
We're at 839, so that means we're
No, we're at 841.
841. So it's 159.
I need I need 159 more subscribers.
To get to 1,000, that's our goal.
So if you're watching this video, if you've gotten to this end of this video, and you like what we've done, you like what we said, please, 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 please hit that subscribe button and hit the notification and give us a thumbs up, because we really, I know I haven't been able to really engage a lot, or Greg and I haven't been able to engage a lot in our last couple of videos. Again, and I know you all understand that we've been very busy, but we want to get back to that. We want to get back to that more of being able to engage, and so there's more conversations and comments and likes. I really want to get my likes up there, because I really want to get to that 1,000. So if you're watching, if you could subscribe, please, please do. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now.
And hit that like button.
And hit that like button. It does help.
We appreciate it.
It does help. So there's that. So I want to give a little bit of updates as to some things that are coming up. So October, I want to let everybody know. So in October, I want to prepare everybody. You may not we won't be putting out as many videos in October, and here's why. And it's not because we don't want to do them. It's super exciting because I have been waiting 30 years, 40, 30 years, 30 years, 32 years for this to happen to me. It's the only thing I've ever wanted, and
it baffles me that she feels it. I get it.
I
understand completely, but it's just one of those things. I'm like,
most
people try to get out of that.
The mail came, and I screamed when I opened up the envelope. I got jury duty, and I'm super excited. It's all I've ever wanted to do. I've always wanted to sit on a jury, and so in here, where we are in the county, you sit on the jury for a month. I don't know what it's like other places, but you get picked. You're on the jury for a whole month, and you know every day you got to find out if you go in that day or not. So I'm super excited. So October, you don't expect too many things. Don't expect too much. We'll see. So if I don't actually have to sit on any juries, I'll still be doing the videos. But I'm really hoping that just one day, I just want to be on the jury just for even one day. So if y'all could give me a little prayer, fingers crossed, I'd appreciate it. And I think that's pretty much it. With that, I just wanted to kind of warn everybody about that. But we have Facebook. So I believe it was Sylvia Allen who suggested that I put our Facebook link in the description, and it's going to be in there every time. I would like everybody, I'm going to start posting little videos of stuff we are doing on Facebook, because it's so much easier, because I can do a quick couple-minute video on my phone and literally send it over to Facebook, and it's there. I don't have to edit, I don't have to do anything. And I'm going to be doing a lot of that stuff. So you're going to see a lot of little stuff, like I got a video coming out tomorrow. Greg, we had gotten some of that large cart from the man who we bought the dryer from, and Greg put brand new wheels on it. And the customers are loving it. They're pushing that thing all over the place and loading it up.
It's bigger and deeper than our other carts.
Other carts. So, so I'm putting those kinds of videos on Facebook. So head over to click the link below. It'll take you right over to the Chock Full of Quarters Facebook page. Like us, follow us, watch, talk, all the stuff. Ask questions, all the stuff that you normally do on Facebook. And
tell your friends.
Yeah.
Have them subscribe.
Have them subscribe. Again, I feel like a telethon. So if you can, so that we can kind of maybe do, it's just going to be so much easier to do those smaller videos, and we can keep still doing these videos here on YouTube. And I think that was it. I know I've gotten a couple questions, and I think next week's video, someone had asked to go over our lease and how we negotiated our lease. And that's gonna be in next week's video.
Yeah.
I was gonna talk about it tonight, but I was just too excited about the washer. I changed it up.
And jury duty.
And
oddly
jury
enough.
duties, yeah. I want to tell everybody about jury duty. So, so we know it's coming up next week. And surprisingly, I'm actually now going to be able to get back onto, even though I'm still busy with the magnets, I'm able to continue doing, the Mondays video. And those little videos are going to go over to Facebook. So I think that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else? So did you want to do a quote?
Yeah, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a really good one.
Yeah. So
So
anyway,
have an amazing week.
bye.
Bye.